Hi all, I'm doing a free cam recording. Okay, so today is health promotion. It's actually, I want to say today is the 7th of the 7th. So if we click on it, we had a nice informal chat about the health promotion. Nice Pilates, stretching. Okay, let's see. We've done the overview. If we go to the motivation aspect, remember I messed around with you on last week on Thursday with your age and your gender, whether I should train with a male or female, and that there's space at the top of every class. If we open the learning source one, we'll probably see there's 4 different topics that we need to do. Let's start the course. That's in the knowledge of the psychological benefits. We're going to do that today. Drive clients' needs, self-efficacy, we've touched on it. Let's go to the knowledge and psychological benefits of exercise. Now, one of these things this girl says, and that is dominant, is the challenge to actually keep our client motivated to remain active. If I say regular physical activity, that word regular is probably the dominant component, because you can't do a weekend warrior and train just over the weekends and think you're going to be okay. You can't just say I'm walking a lot every day, my 10,000 steps, because I'm a teacher or I'm a professional active. That is to your benefits, yes, but sometimes the word putting on your training gear helps with the psychological aspects as well as the physiological aspects, but that regular is a critical component. Now, it's well known that exercise is not only associated with physiological, but also improves psychological, improve the quality of life. I've mentioned that quite a lot the other day. There you've got your psychological benefits of exercise, enhance your mood. If I go to this, look how nice they are. They're all smiling. It's because they have done their session. Isn't it nice? Your mood is always better after your session. But actually to motivate you to start, and if you're going and you're at it, then it's okay. And then, it's nice when you're done. Fewer negative feelings like depression. They say, if your doctor can prescribe one medicine that cures a various amount of diseases, exercise will be the one. And that exercise actually works better than Prozac when it comes to helping people with depression, staying positive. And then your self-esteem. What do you think about yourself? I probably will have to give you some work to summarize for me so I can actually know you're attending. The greater self-esteem. You feel better about yourself. You will also look better, probably, if you're nice and toned and not a couch potato. You've got more confidence. I am doing something. I can complete this. And you believe yourself. I have trained for this half marathon. I have improved myself. I'll be able to walk up this mountain. Well, I don't think there's a lot of mountains in PE, guys, but perhaps, I could swim to the buoy and back, like the Ironman people in PE. I don't know in Elspruit, guys. I can't help you there. Okay, in George, we've got this big mountain at the back. It's elevation of 4.2 kilometers. So it's a nice, I believe I can. And it enhances cognitive function. So if you, like me, with a D in matric, remember, healthy body, healthy mind. I get a lot of my clients that actually cancel because, Peter, it's exams. I cannot come to gym. But spending that half an hour elevating your heart rate, half an hour is not enough, 35 minutes minimum. Spending that hour training or even longer elevates the heart rate, gets rid of these negative thoughts, and it actually, you can think more clearly afterwards. So you're in a better mood, you're positive, you feel good about yourself, and you can really think hard. That's quite a recipe for A or top 5% in your class. Guys, there's a couple of things here that I want to highlight. These mood benefits widely been suggested, although it's not yet conclusive what the optimum frequency, duration, and intensity is actually to achieve this. We talk about the FIT principle, frequency, intensity, time, and type of exercises. Well, we know now after last week, the minimum amount we had to do was, I want to say, 150 minutes a week. But at what intensity? What frequency? And that duration was the minimum. So it will vary whether you're 16, 60, 65, 80, 24, or 8. Let me just pause here because there's one of you that WhatsApped me. Right, let's go on. Okay, now also on your mood, it says the impact it has is linked to the fitness status of the individual. Relative strenuous exercise generally had positive result on fit participants. If you go to the gym the first day and you try and kill yourself, you're not going to be able to walk the next day. Nobody likes that. They don't want to be killed in the gym. They want to feel that they've benefited and they want to feel that they've done something, guys. And that's very hard. If you don't know your client very well, now this lady or gentleman is training with you, what's going to happen? How hard should I train this guy? That's where the screening process is critical. But people don't want to be so sore that they can't get out of the loo or actually can't do a calf raise or can't straighten their arms. So you can overdo it. And remember, if you overdo it, you generally tend to lose that client. So rather start slowly and build. The guy didn't get unfit in a week. He doesn't you have to get fit in a week. Okay. A lot of the times your new clients are very eager to start. Guys, put on your gloves, work with them lightly. Okay. Phase them into the training. You know, it's a lifelong benefit they'll have. Apart from physiological, think about these psychological things. Then it has been shown to relieve stress. Stress goes far beyond physiological health. Guys, there's a stress hormone. Is it cortisol or something? This fight or flight hormone. But it actually works negatively in our bodies if the amount is too high. And then the impact of physiological health extends to coronary heart disease. Right, that's one of the things you must tell me. What is coronary heart disease, please? And then cancer. I want, you must tell me, please, Peter, what types of cancer can I treat or cure with regular physical activity? Is there any? And then lung ailments. What lung ailments can improve or stop degenerating through regular activity? So those three things you need to tell me, please. And cirrhosis of the liver, what is that? Please explain that to me as well. Okay, those are 4 things already you need to do for me, that you need to upload for me before the 8th, I think it's going to be. Okay, I'll put it on. So those 3 are 4. I want to know what they are. Let's go a little bit further on. Then the stress response, there's the fight or flight, cortisol, that stressor. Guys, you get nice stress as well. But this is where I want to say my client's self-efficacy, your perception that you can do things, plays a role. Now, let's see. If we can limit our stress to regular activity, but now I'm telling my client, listen here, Chris, you need to come to gym Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You need to be at 8 o'clock in the morning and we're going to train till 9. Now Chris thinks, oh shucks, I start work at 9:30. I'm not going to be in time. My boss is going to be on my head. Guys, remember, don't put exercise in a slot where your client just adds to his stress. Now he misses Monday. Now he feels guilty. So we're on a fine line here. You can see that stress, our normal daily stresses, works negatively on us, and exercise can actually be an additional stressor. It is a stressor. Your heart rate goes up. Your body is not in homeostasis, but don't make it a psychological stressor where your client actually feels, yo, now I need to do this. I need to do this. Peter's going to jump on me. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Then there's no real benefits. Then you're going to lose your client at some stage. But luckily, exercise uses that stress product that's harmful to our body. And what we actually want with this stress is we want to limit our stress. So we want to basically secrete our endorphins, our happy hormones. Okay, because we don't want things like anger, embarrassment, those type of things. If I ask a guy to do 10 push-ups in front of a class, immediately it's a stressor for him. What is his friends are going to think? And if I make competition, we all want a competition, compete against this group or that group, it's nice. But it's important to prescribe non-competitive forms of exercise to dealing with stress. It must not cause stress. There must be no competition. Competitive physical exercise can actually create more stress. I think I've spoken enough about that. We need activities that we can let go, have fun. Remember I said, how are you going to train me a 50-year-old male? I want to have fun and enjoy being active without winning or losing. Yes, I would like to see some results, but the first thing is, if you haven't trained somebody, remember, and he hasn't trained, there will be improvement. It just takes a while. The best physical activity are those that encourage an ego void state, where we lose ourselves in the flow of pleasure. Just think, if you relax, let's say I enjoy fishing and I go in the morning to the sea and I come back in the afternoon and my wife asks me, what did you think about? And I think, but there was a void. I didn't think about anything. I was thinking about, where will the fish be? Not about, oh, shucks, I haven't done my lesson plans for today. Oh, gee, that client of mine, her back is sore. I've relaxed. I've been in a completely different state. And sometimes your clients got high profile jobs. They don't want to think when they're with you. You just tell, do 10, do another 10. Now, sir, your bum is in the air. Get your back straight, lift your head, look up, shoulders down. And you say, we're training these muscles now, the deltoids with these shoulder raises. They state here that to date, there's not enough evidence to state conclusively that exercise directly improves physiological health. Well, there's a very strong benefit. I think, can you guys just perhaps look for me if you can find one article and just throw the link for me on there with those 4 things you need to do for me? One article that says that exercise does improve the physiological health of a person. I would like one, please. It can be an article, it can be a short YouTube clip. If I click on it, I want to be able to open it and see. Okay, so that's the 5th thing you need to do for me for this assignment. Now, in spite of the beneficial effects of exercise, it does not mean exercise is superior to other forms of therapy. If your client's got blood pressure, he still needs to drink his blood pressure pills. If your client has got depression, he still needs to take his Cipramil or Cipralex or whatever pills he uses. Exercise is addition to. It's like supplementary to. You use it as well. If you think about diabetes, diabetes still needs to be controlled. But over time, with regular exercises, perhaps there can be changes to this. But guys, no. If your client starts to train and they're on medication, it's not that they're going to stop all their medication now because exercise is this key cure, golden cure that will cure everything. Doesn't happen that way. It has been shown that have limited extent in the case of severe anxiety and depression. Okay, severe anxiety and depression. A lot of times, your client first needs to go to the psychologist, get their medication, start taking it regularly. Effective supplementary fee to other traditional treatments. Right, theories of explaining the physiological benefits of exercise. Oh, sorry, not physiological, psychological benefits. Now, certain diversions. Oh, what is a diversion? It's something that takes your mind away, isn't it? One explanation of the benefits of physical activity is that exercise simply represents a timeout. I've been a void. I didn't think of anything. Physical activity creates a diversion from the stressful thoughts and induces mood benefits. So it's actually nice. I'm training now. I don't have to worry about what's happening later. I'm doing some bench press and I'm doing some different things. Social factors, yes. Some people get socially isolated, especially your elderly, they do nothing. And it's a nice social environment actually to train in. You also get the negative. People don't want to go to the gym to let other people look at them, but there's social interaction. With COVID, it's nice. Proximity is an issue. And yeah, so that gives us, we are a bunch of people that likes to socialize, and it's a social acceptable thing to do. Self-esteem, it has been argued that exercise provides us with the opportunity to control or even master our bodies. That's nice, isn't it? I am in charge of my body. Individuals who are physically active often enjoys high self-esteem as a result of improving their physical fitness, weight loss, muscle tone. I feel good about myself. My muscles are nice and toned. I am fit. I actually can do this. You get things like bigorexia and anorexia and all of those things as well that can come in here. But normally, if one trains regularly, you are proud of the way you look. If you've got a what do you call it? Ek praat van 'n abdominale stilping or a huge belly. Yeah, guys, how nice can that be? Think about putting on your pants. You gotta, is the belt gonna be below my belly button or over my belly button? You know, so doing something to improve your physical appearance is actually a nice thing. I'm doing something positive. It improves my quality of life. Guys, and then the biochemical factors. I've talked a little bit about it when it comes to the endorphins and all these chemicals, your happy hormones that is secreted that actually helps you well. It elevates your mood. We've done some of them over here. Oh, enhance the mood, greater self-esteem. That doesn't look nice, eh? It looks like this guy's got a headache. So always important, the happy hormones, your endorphins. It makes, I know I said to you, I'm cranky, I'm not the nicest guy. Whenever I train regularly, I'm actually a better person. I'm not so short-tempered. I actually listen to my kids and not just scream at them. Okay, I don't really scream at them. But the thermogenic effect, they'll probably say different. Right, the thermogenic effect. Let's just have a look at that. We know when we exercise, our body temperature will increase. That's a normal response. But luckily, we have got a controlling mechanism, so the blood vessels on our periphery, on our skin, will dilate and keeping our temperature as close to normal. But an elevation of body temperature has long been used to promote physiological well-being. Examples include the thermal baths. Just think about the saunas, the steam baths, all these hot water places. Just think, I know it's water restrictions and all of those things, but sure, it's just sometimes so nice to go and sit in a warm bath. And even if there's a couple of bubbles with it, it's even a nice, pleasant sensation. Sitting next to the spout in a hot swimming pool and it can blow on your back. You have all felt that thermogenic effect, the heat. Putting a warm water bottle on your back when your back is sore. Guys, that's the knowledge of your physiological components. There's 4 things you need to summarize for me, and then 1 link you need to look for me. Where did we say? When there's no physiological real article stating it, and you need to find for me a link to an article or a YouTube clip where a guy says, no, the psychological benefits are clear. We actually have research. We have proof of that. Thanks, guys. This is it.